Hey friends, welcome back to my porch for another wellness chat. Today we're going to be going over my recent cholesterol numbers that I got run and my triglycerides and all of that. Before we get going with all of the details, I want to say a big thank you to Element, who is the sponsor of today's video. Element is my favorite electrolyte supplement that I use every single day, and I have for a few years now. My family uses it as well. We love it, especially this time of year when it is warm. They have lots of fruity flavors that are super refreshing. Recently, with the summer weather, I've been having 2 and sometimes 3 sticks per day, depending on, what I'm doing throughout the day. But it just helps me feel my best, helps me stay hydrated and, get all the things done through the day that I need to get done. So if you want to try out Element and see if it is right for you, you can get a free sample pack just by using my link, drinkelement.com/indigo, drinklmnt.com/indigo. Click the link down in the description, go over to the website and place an order for anything, either the sparkling drink or the drink mixes, and you will automatically get that 8-stick sample pack added to your order. It'll have 4 different flavors, 2 sticks of each flavor, 4 nice, refreshing, fruity flavors, and you will get that pack added to your order at no charge. Thanks again to Element for sponsoring the video today. Okay, now to get into all of the details, and context is very, very important when it comes to lab work. It is very, very important to know where your body stands when you take the test, to know how accurate the numbers are. It is common advice in the wellness space to wait 3 to 6 months after losing weight or after making a big diet change before you get your cholesterol and triglycerides tested. And that is because the numbers can be really wonky if you have just been losing weight. So if you make a big diet change and then get your blood work done, a week, 2 weeks, a month later, you can just get some really not useful information. Recent weight loss can cause your triglyceride numbers to go really, really high. So it's important to keep that in mind when you are looking at any blood work data. So this blood work that I'm getting is about a year, almost a year and a half since I bumped my carbs up to around the 100-gram mark. When I went from keto to being more low carb. And then it's about 8 months after I bumped up to 200 grams of carbs. And it's about 3 months after I did my initial sugar diet experiment and have bumped up my daily carb intake to 400 to 500 grams of carbs. So it's been a good long time that I have been eating carbs in general. I haven't switched from keto anytime recently. And then also I'll mention it's about 2 months since my weight has kind of stabilized within like a 5-pound range. Like I said, you don't want to get your blood work, cholesterol done when you have just lost weight. I did lose about 6 to 7 pounds when I did my sugar fasting experiment, but that was about 3 months ago now that I started that. And so it's been about 2 months that my weight has been pretty stable in like a 5-pound range. Still, 2 months is not a super long time for weight to be stable. So I do take that into consideration when I look at my numbers, but it'll tell us something. So I will share the numbers that I got. And then I also went back into my blood work and got 3 different values from when I was keto. So we can kind of compare where I'm at now versus where I was when I was keto. So total cholesterol that I got done just recently was 192. Actually, it was the first time I've seen it under 200 in quite a long time. In all the years that I was on keto, I think I maybe saw it under 200 one time that I got it checked. But the 3 numbers that I pulled to just give a comparison, on keto, my total cholesterol, 214, 251, and 297. So 192 is a pretty decent drop from there. My HDL, when I just got it tested recently, was 44. I would like to see that go up a little bit higher. So that's one thing that I will be, keeping an eye on. On keto, it was a little bit higher. The 3 keto values that I pulled, 59, 62, and 62. So definitely a little bit higher. And that's one thing I'm keeping an eye on. My LDL was 136, and that is lower than when I was on keto. On keto, I had 138, 216, and 178. So I have seen my LDL come down with the addition of carbs. Now, triglycerides, that's something that is concerning when you're adding more carbs. it can cause triglycerides to go up. So that's something I definitely wanted to keep an eye on. The value that I got just recently was 65. So still in a really, really good range. I was very, very happy with that. The range is like under 150, but then ideally I think you want it more under 100. So 65, well within that range. Super happy with that. The keto values that I pulled for triglycerides, 45. Very low. My triglycerides were historically very low on keto. 80 and 52 are the other numbers. So it kind of bounced around, but it was on average probably lower than the 65. But still very, very happy with that 65 number. So that is where I'm standing with the cholesterol. I just, I know a lot of people were interested in that. I got asked about it a lot a couple of months ago, like right when I was starting the sugar diet. And I knew that I wasn't going to be able to have that information to share anytime soon because I know that the blood work is not going to be accurate, right at the beginning of a diet change like that. So I wanted to put that out there. I'm not sure if people are still interested. I haven't been asked about it as much recently, but I figured I would just go ahead and put it out there. Let me know if that's what you expected, from this kind of a diet shift. I especially really wanted to keep an eye on the triglycerides because I know that that is something that can go up on a higher carb diet. If you are curious more about triglycerides and high carb diets and the concerns there, Jay Feldman has an excellent podcast all about triglycerides and high carb diets, and he goes into different studies and things, and that was really, really fascinating to listen to. So I will put that up in the cards for you to check out if you just, want more scientific information about all of that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's chat down in the comments, and I will see you again in the next video.